I'm in our patch screen right now, but I'm going to go back to Augmented just by clicking on Augmented and then clicking Live. Because remember, in order to see anything, we always need to see it live. So I'll have to go back to Augmented once more. But I want you to go back to Patch. If you don't have a Patch tab right here, we're going to go ahead and create one now. You simply do that by clicking the plus button, and you're going to click on the patch icon. The patch icon kind of looks like an old-fashioned telephone switchboard, and it's located right here. I'm going to give that a click. Right, so you're going to see a list of channels. Most likely, if you haven't been in patch that particular day, you'll start at the very top of the channel list. You may also start in the last channel you selected. Depends on how you've been using the program. So I know I want to add lights in the 400s. So I'm simply just scrolling down till we get to the 400s. We're close now. There we go. So in class the other day, I added channel 401. So we're going to add a channel 402. So I simply can just click on channel 402. We want to make sure we're in this top patch icon. Then we simply click on type. Now, because I've already added this light here, the VL4000 Spot 16B Enhanced, it's going to show up in my what's called show file, right? It's like a favorites. Now, if you haven't added that, that's all right. All you have to do is click on Manufacturer, and you're going to use these two arrow keys to page forward till you see one that says Verilight. So we're in the H's, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. We're in the S's. Okay, we've seen the V's. So we're going to start, and we're going to click Verilight. Now there's many different options, and you can select any light you wish, but the Verilight 4000 16-bit spot is really what we want, which is in blue, and it's right here. I'm going to go ahead and give that a click, and then I want to click on Enhanced. See how it says Enhanced 57? That uses 57 different parameters, and that's exactly what we want. Click there. Now we've added a new light. Now we can go ahead and continue this process adding more lights. However, I want to show you one special thing that we need to do. Because we're using a 3D program here, even for those of you that are experienced in ETC products and ETC consoles, this button will be new to you. You need the Augment3D button. Remember how I said that there's a stage and that the 0 point is under the stage? So in 3D terms, that's a Z height of 0. So what we need to do is get over that Z height. So the way we're going to do that is we're simply going to go Z height, and we're going to hit the up button. Let's put it 5 feet off the ground. Or we could even do 6. Let's do 6 feet. Right? And you can continue adding options. You just don't want them to be directly on top of each other. We can modify its actual position later on in the view screen. So now I'm going to click patch again so that if I add more lights, I'm in the right view. And then I'm going to hit live. And then I'm going to hit augment. It may have to reload depending on your computer. For mine, it didn't have to reload. Now we notice that my new light is right here. Well, that's not a great place to put a light, is it? Say we want to put it on one of the front of the house pipes. So how would we go about doing that? Well, we need to hit the edit button here. Right? I'm going to collapse down my menu here. Select that light one more time, and then we need to hit the Move button. The Move button gives us this 3-color device, right? And you simply pull to where you want it. Push to go back, green to come forward, blue to go up. Now, one thing about using 3D elements like this, it looks like it's sitting on a lighting pipe, doesn't it? I'm going to go ahead and rotate around. That's using 2-finger click. And if we notice, we're actually floating in thin air. So we may have to do several things to get it to actually appear on a lighting position. That looks great. Now, let's do another 3D view just to make sure that that works. And that looks awesome. So here's how you add lights in Augment3D. adding moving lights, or you can add conventionals in the same way. Refer to the conventionals focusing video that's also recently uploaded for help with focusing conventionals. And remember that the moving lights behave just like they did in the last video. I'm going to go ahead and do that one more time so you can see it more clearly. So I've already added this other light, so I'm going to hit done here, but I could simply just click on the other light to start again. So I'm going to click edit, and I'm going to make sure I'm on select. I'm going to select that light, then I'm going to click move. Once I click move, I'm going to click on the light to select it. I'm going to use the blue arrow to go up, the red arrow to, whoops, so I lost it. I just click on that light again, the red arrow to go across, and notice this light's on, so it's actually working in real time. And I'm going to put that right here. I'm going to go up a little bit, and then I'm going to go rotate around, and see I have the same problem. Right, that looks pretty good right there. I'm going to space it out just a little bit more, and then I'm going to rotate around to see this, and fine-tune it. That looks awesome. And I need to go up a little bit and back a little bit. That's fantastic. We now have 2 new moving lights installed in our theater. So now, I'm going to click Done. I'm going to click Apply Model Changes. And I'm now back in a live view, and I can use these lights immediately. Keep in mind that your model view may behave slightly erratically after you first install a fixture. But now you can go through and control these lights immediately. Have a wonderful weekend.